Hi, friends. We are back for another episode of Podcasting the Peartree. This is Danielle.
I'm Samantha.
And I'm Aaron Lee.
And on today's episode, we are reviewing LiLo's newest flick on Netflix, Falling for Christmas. Yes.
Yes.
So excited about this one. But before we get started, has anybody watched any other movies? Anything else to recommend? Just real quick, one sentence.
No. I
love the honesty.
I only had time to watch this film and nothing else. Next week, I'm going to hit it hard, though.
Excellent. Good to hear. Danielle, anything? Any recommendations? One sentence?
Yeah, I tried to watch Merry Swissmas and I did not make it all the way through, so I can't really give an adequate review of it. However, I think the fact that I didn't make it through is also saying something.
I watched that, Danielle, and I'm not confirming or denying, but I may or may not have consumed a little too much whiskey and have very little recollection of the film.
So does anybody remember, is it about Switzerland or is it about the hot chocolate brand? Which one is it?
I remember
Both.
that Jodie Sweetin is in it. Does that count?
And they drank hot chocolate in Switzerland, I think.
I wonder if the hot chocolate they drank was Swiss Miss.
I hope so.
Unless they didn't pay for it. So that's okay.
I did want to point out one movie that I thought was really, really fun. And that was Lifetime's 6 Degrees of Santa. Just want to say I wanted to participate in 6 Degrees of Santa, and I really enjoyed the film. So check that one out on Lifetime.
You're saying you want to be in 6 Degrees of Santa?
In the film, 6 Degrees of Santa is a holiday activity that you do with your family.
Oh.
And so I wanted to participate in this.
So it's not like 6 Degrees
activity.
of bacon.
It's kind of. It's we're not reviewing 6 Degrees of Santa. We should, but we're not. We're talking about Falling for Christmas this time.
Yes, we are talking about Falling for Christmas. We were watching it mostly because of Lindsay Lohan and her return to acting. The story is a little interesting. Honestly, I didn't read anything about it coming into it. Kind of threw me off that she's the rich daughter of a resort owner. So I kind of got Mean Girl vibes at the beginning. Anyway, she's a daughter of a rich ski resort owner in some nondescript snowy area. She falls, essentially, just to kind of fast forward, she falls down a mountain. She hits her head, but she's found by the owner of a neighboring ski lodge who brings her to the hospital. She can't remember anything. And so then he's like, come stay at my lodge and while you get your memory back. And then you know what happens from there. Thoughts, initial impressions?
I love that LiLo is back. I think this was something really, really great for her. And it felt like she never left. I was just like so excited to see her. And I love the Mean Girl nods that they did as far as like when she started singing Jingle Bell Rock, like in Mean Girls. I was transported right back. I'm happy for her.
I do not want to declare her back yet. I think this was a good first step. I think she's got a way to go to climb back to the celebrity that she had.
Really?
But like I said, this was a good first step.
Wow.
Maybe a warm up, what have you.
We need to know what the follow-up is. She's got to follow this up with something.
She is actually. She has the deal. It's a 2-film deal with Netflix. I think she has another one coming out maybe in the spring. It's something about like an Irish wedding or something like that. I don't know.
She's going lighthearted. Okay.
Yeah,
I see how it is.
Another film coming.
Wow.
Oh,
It's like,
I'm gonna tell you what it is. It's called Irish Wish.
Irish Wish. That's what it is.
Mhm.
Anyhow, I think honestly, you guys, I mean, I miss Lindsay Lohan, but my expectations were really low for her. So I think that's why I'm so excited.
oh my
Well, it's
God.
good to hear that you had low expectations.
Yeah, I think that makes sense then why you reviewed the way you're thinking about it. Aside from the Jingle Bell Rock, were there other Mean Girl references? I don't think I noticed any.
I don't think so, other than what you just said in the beginning. that you felt it was kind of Mean Girl-ish when she's like,
Oh, right.
or whatever. But no, I don't think so.
Yeah, just her materialistic beginnings.
You know, we had talked previously in our intro episode about how we're seeing a lot of the same themes. And I was a little frustrated by this because I saw a lot of similarities to another Netflix Christmas movie, The Christmas Inheritance. I mean, both of them had spoiled rich girl heiress leads. They both go to a small hotel in a remote area to find Christmas, and they both fall in love with the hotel owner. I just felt like I'd seen a lot of this movie before. I think the saving grace in this film really was George Young, who played Tad Fairchild. The scenes with Tad, the intended fiance, are the funniest scene scenes in the movie when he tells the snowmobile to get off the trailer and she's like, it's not voice activated. I almost fell out of my chair. And then when he met the ice fisherman in the ice shanty with all the lures in his face, I was again rolling on the floor. I was really impressed with his performance. I thought he did things that were not on the page, and I really appreciate that.
The comic relief, as opposed to the cheese factor, which was the rest of the movie. It was super, super cheesy. When I think about last year's Netflix one that we reviewed, Love Hard, that was like shiny but smart, like unique and smart. Whereas this is like all of the stereotypes you want in a Christmas movie. And you're like, okay, you just threw a lot of money to cheese real hard. Wow. Okay.
I'm going to call you out, Danielle. I'm very sorry. Last year we reviewed Single All the Way. From Netflix. We did not review Love Hard.
We didn't?
Really?
We all watched Love Hard and we talked a lot about Love Hard because we all loved Love Hard.
Oh, okay.
But we reviewed Single All the Way.
Okay, got it. Well, I feel like even that was still smarter than this one. This one just felt like another less than Hallmark movie. Sorry to say that. But they threw a lot of money at it, so it was really shiny. But
they did throw a lot of money at it, but I think the only reason we all agreed to watch it was for LiLo. She was the draw. You know, we talked about titles. This is not a great title. Falling for Christmas is very regular. It's very pedestrian, but they put their money in the Lindsay Lohan basket and it got us to watch.
I think it got a lot of people to watch. And I kept thinking to myself the entire time, removing Lindsay Lohan from this movie, would I think it's great? No. Do I think it's great with her? No. But did I watch it because of her? Yes. You know, like, I don't know if I would have watched it otherwise. Take her out of the equation, and I'm not sure. Like, this movie isn't something I would watch again.
No, I'm not dying to watch it again.
I think part of it is that there was just difficult chemistry, I think, with Court Overstreet. Like, it just didn't make sense. I was like,
you should have had Chad Michael Murray instead of him. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just didn't even think he was that great. I didn't feel like
Samantha, do you have a thing for Chad Michael Murray? You seem to like Chad Michael. You mentioned Chad Michael Murray quite a bit.
Oh, it's just like
Does
another.
Tom know you have a thing for Chad Michael Murray?
Oh my gosh.
He will die.
He's like, he's watching it with her.
But I'm saying, as far as like the caliber of actress that Lindsay Lohan is, I would expect some, I don't know. I just didn't think he was up to her like level for a love interest.
I guess it would be fine in another movie, like it's a regular Hallmark movie though.
Right. Yeah, exactly. One that I would like be like,
he could launch his Hallmark Lifetime GAC career right now.
Like,
he's shown that he can do it. I do want him to loosen up a little bit. I thought he was kind of stiff.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I didn't buy him as a dad of an 8-year-old.
No. I didn't buy him at all.
I was like, no, you're not the father of an 8-year-old.
No, with like the wife, like, no, he's not. And then
the falling in love with like Lindsay Lohan's character. Sorry, forgetting her name right now. Like Sarah, her amnesia name. So quickly, I was like, oh, everything's changed because I'm like, wait, it's been 4 days, really? Are you serious right now? I find that very difficult to believe, sir. But
we got to give that to them though, because all Hallmark GAC Lifetime movies do that. They all are in a sped up timeline. You know, you go from strangers on the street to married with a baby on the way in the course of a week.
But the love confession was really, really like too obvious. Usually it's a little more subtle, like, oh, I'm not so sure. And there's that tension. There was like none. It was just like, yes, I love you. What? It was so fast.
Did anybody else get It's a Wonderful Life vibes when they were all announcing why they were going to give him money to save his inn? I did. I got It's a Wonderful Life vibes when everybody was like putting money in the hat for George Bailey.
Do you know what I was really frustrated by? Was that Lindsay Lohan was in a movie where she had to plan a fundraiser. I was like, I'm so sick of fundraisers in these movies. I don't want Lindsay Lohan all of a sudden comes up and is like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to have a fundraiser. I'm like, where's this movie going now?
It's falling.
Does she know how to plan one? Is that one of the normal things she knows how to do all of a sudden with her amnesia?
Right. And what was the fund? I didn't understand. It's not even like it was a bake sale where they were going to sell things. It was like, we're going to have a party and then just ask people for money. Now that we have you here, could you save our hotel?
Oh my gosh. I mean, I like the grandma and the daughter. I thought they were sweet. It almost felt like it was like two different movies I was watching, like a movie I've seen before. And then this new element with Lindsay Lohan. I don't know. Just felt like kind of strange to me.
I would agree because the scenes with the grandma and the daughter at the North Star Resort were very heartfelt. And then the scenes that I personally loved with like Tad Fairchild, the fiance, were wacky, zany comedy. And I'm like, they didn't marry the two together very well.
No, it almost felt like you were watching a Hallmark film with a Netflix film mixed together. Like, you know what I mean? Like, bring those two together. That's what it felt like. I don't know. It was weird. It was very weird. Again, would I watch this? Probably not.
It's certainly not going into my Christmas canon.
No, yeah, definitely not. I kept vacillating as to whether or not this was trying to be rooted somewhat in reality, but then they had that Santa figure, and you're just like, okay, I guess there's something.
He's just on the side.
Oh yeah, that's Santa
roasting chestnuts, and then he was like paying attention. That's what I mean. I felt like there were so many like things going on that didn't go together in a good film. I don't know why. It just felt like there's too many ideas here.
I agree. Because you mentioned the Santa, I'm remembering that the Santa gave them a sleigh. Like they had the broken down sleigh. And the Santa gave them a new sleigh.
Yeah. And also like that creepy, I know it had sentimental value, the tree topper doll that was like,
oh my gosh. It's like they're just throwing all the like regular like Christmas holiday movie tropes in there and then trying to be also like funny with the Tad character.
It's too much.
It's not settling. And so as a result, everything just feels shallow. It's just like the movie ends and you're like, okay, great.
It wasn't what I expected, though. It was not what I expected, because I was with you, Danielle. I had not really, like purposely didn't really read a lot about it. I didn't, I think I watched a trailer like months and months and months ago. I didn't remember it. And so when I was watching it, I felt like I had really fresh eyes, and I was like, whoa, this is like not what I thought it was going to be. And also if Lindsay wasn't in it, I would never watch this.
Totally.
But I'm sorry, you didn't see the ending coming with her staying with the North Star. And I'm like, yeah, she's going to end up at the other one and get her dad to invest.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I thought it was going to be really, really good, you guys.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that I was thinking that they would do a smart movie for Lindsay Lohan's return versus like, let's go really cheesy and just throw everything. That's the stereotypical. Let's make that a winner because we know, and lean into that. Just really lean into it. But I mean, that can work, but it didn't work this time.
No, I think it was too much.
Did not work.
It was like a little bit of a try hard.
A little too much. Yeah.
Instead of a love hard.
Yeah, yeah. Try hard. I mean, I will watch Lindsay's other feature with Netflix, though. I mean, I'm not done.
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, a good first step. Let's see what the second step is.
And one thing I did appreciate, though, about the Netflix approach is that there were bloopers at the end. So that kind of gave me some redeeming
That was
quality.
really fun.
It really did, because it looked like it was fun to film.
They had a lot of fun making this movie.
So that was good. The one thing I was sad about is that it doesn't have the favorite thing that sells me on every single film is the drone shot of a city beforehand with music. It didn't have that.
They definitely could have afforded it because
yes.
Oh
it's
yeah,
such a shiny movie. Like everything.
I was like trying to figure out this whole time, like, is this the Swiss Alps? Is this Switzerland? Where is this? There's the cable cars going across in the beginning, but then it's like
it's nondescript. Yeah,
no, I didn't like that.
I want to know where you are. I do.
I try to sort it out the whole film, and I don't like it. And everybody was American there. So I'm like, is this in Europe? I don't know. Like, what's going on?
I felt it was maybe Colorado.
I mean, it's probably because none of these places were willing to kind of give them filming tax credits. So they didn't want to mention where it was.
For me, it felt too European for Colorado.
A lot of ski resorts designed to look more European.
That's true.
Sometimes.
It had the Alpine vibe that we're always for.
It's the look they're going for.
All right. So what are we thinking? How are you rating this? Thoughts?
What do you think? I think I'm going to scroll my phone while I'm watching this. Like, it's got some funny stuff. When Tad comes on, I want to pay attention because he might give me a laugh. but really, solitaire on my phone sounds more fun.
Wow.
I love that you have solitaire on your phone. Yeah, same. I mean, Lindsay was the draw for me, so that actually made me pay attention. But if it were any other film, I'd probably just watch it in the background while I'm doing something else.
Totally. Yeah. I think watch it once and then forget about it.
It's like a one and done. That's what I would say.
It's a one and done, and it's really more of a 3/4 and done. You don't need to give it too much attention.
Just watch it for Lindsay and her come back, and that's it.
Yes. And just be like, good job. You made it through a movie.
You did it, girl.
And fingers crossed for your Irish film.
Yeah, wishing her the best. Absolutely.
Yes, Lindsay, we wish you the best. We're glad you're back. Do better next time.
Alrighty. Well, thanks for joining us here on Podcast in a Peartree. We really, really, really appreciate you listening. Please hit like and subscribe. And if you feel so inclined, give us a 5-star rating.
Find us where you find your podcasts.
Bye.
Bye.